ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it. Watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a J's in the way. Got a new wristwatch where they don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Well, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it. Watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute. Like, don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken. That tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll begin by running the option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Push him back. Push him back. Hey, check 24. Tight dog. Check 15. Check 50.
Now Jones. That's complete to Slayton. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mustang 19. It's just me and you.
From the gun, Jones. It's caught, Shepard. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for a Giants first down.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Throwing, Jones. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
54, right there. 54, Mike. It's our field. 19, Tiger, 19.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So we erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Back deep, Deontay Harris. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
They're on 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
They'll run with Barkley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Jones. This one caught by Tyler Ervin. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Cowboys nothing.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Switch. Alert 3.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The Giants on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jones sliding out of the pocket. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he returns this to the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Elliott. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is Harris. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Jones on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
On second down, here's Barkley. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Off play action. Jones. Buying time to his left. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
2nd and 1.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Boys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo? And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On play action, they'll throw. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On On first down, Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The ball carrier.
On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
3rd and 8.
Jones now on 3rd down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10. Yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down.
Cowboy first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever, as a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Second and 6. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Sullivan there, and it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Credit the Giants' defense that time in pass coverage. Fourth down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely needed to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. From the gun, Jones. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now Jones on first and 10.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
They go option here with Jones. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
At the 34-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll drop to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
For the point after.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now Saquon Barkley. Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Giants on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Jones, off play action. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Touchdown. Jacob Hollister, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy ride possession. Down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 52 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Nifty running by Barkley there on 1st down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Looking for Shepard deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and now it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
7 yards, the pick up there.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
A 2nd down carry for Irvin. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Today's final score, Giants.
Well, Charles, the
23,
forecast called for rain
10.
throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Giants, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's a loss that could hurt come playoff seeding time as they fall to 11-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a day.